Hello everyone, Ryan here. Very best of the Doors. I recently listened to this. So, I'll just get into it right here, give the track listing. This is a 2-disc collection, so. On disc 1, it starts with Break On Through, in parentheses, To the Other Side. Number 2 is Strange Days. 3 is Alabama Song, in parentheses, Whiskey Bar. 4 is Love Me Two Times. 5, Light My Fire. 6, Spanish Caravan. 7, The Crystal Ship. 8, The Unknown Soldier. 9, The End. 10, People Are Strange. Backdoor Man. Moonlight Drive. End of the Night. 5 to 1. And last track, track 15, When the Music's Over. So as far as my favorites go for disc 1, I do like Break On Through. That's definitely one of my all-time favorite Doors songs. Strange Days. Also Love Me Two Times. Light My Fire. People Are Strange. And that's pretty much it. Well, I mean, maybe Spanish Caravan. So, yeah. Disc 2. So disc 2 starts with 20th Century Fox. And then Love Her Madly, Riders on the Storm, My Eyes Have Seen You, Tell All the People, Hello, I Love You, The Wasp, Not to Touch the Earth, Soul Kitchen, Peace Frog, L.A. Woman, Waiting for the Sun, Touch Me, The Changeling, Wishful Sinful, Love Street, The Ghost Song, Gloria, and last track, track 19, Roadhouse Blues. So as for my favorites on disc 2, I do like Love Her Madly, Riders on the Storm, Hello, I Love You, L.A. Woman, and Roadhouse Blues. Yeah. Oh, and also the song Gloria. Now, it had been a while since the last time I listened to an entire Doors album all the way through, or any collection, any collection with their songs. I always get kind of like a nostalgic feel when I listen to the Doors, and because growing up, when I was a little boy, like I remember my uncles. It was like 3 of my uncles. They would usually, hang out and get drunk, and they would listen to a lot of Doors and other stuff too, like Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple and Creedence Clearwater. And so when I was listening to this collection, pretty much almost every song, or at least every other song, reminded me of my uncles. And I mean, I don't know if that's a good, I guess, it's a good thing, but, except that, for the most part, like, my biggest memories of them involved them, I mostly remember them hanging out, getting drunk, completely shit-faced, but that's not to say that they were bad guys. They were all cool people to hang around most of the time, but, I definitely like how this collection is mixed and mastered. I liked that one of the things I always liked about the Doors was the fact that they would incorporate the organ, and they didn't have a bass player. I think they might have had like a session bass player and also like some guy that played shows with them once in a while. But I do believe, other than that, they didn't have like a permanent bass player. Because the guy who played the organ, Ray Banzeric, I believe was his name. He like also played bass lines in addition to the organ stuff, and which I always thought was pretty awesome. And I like that. Like for most of the Doors songs, they have like a very bluesy kind of vibe to them. I think for me, like I always consider the Doors to be more of a blues band than anything else. So And I know that the guitar player, his name escapes me, but I hope I didn't get the guitar player confused with the organ player. But I know that the guitar player, he at one point, like, he was like really big into B.B. King before becoming a part of the Doors, and so obviously that makes sense. You know, he was a big blues kind of guy to begin with. So I remember I saw the movie about the Doors a while ago. I thought it was pretty decent, although I didn't really think that Val Kilmer was the right choice to play Jim Morrison. But I guess he did an okay job. Yes. Definitely for me, like, I think one of my favorite aspects of the Doors songs is Jim Morrison's lyrics. I mean, pretty much all of them are very poetic, because I know before considering himself a singer, he considered himself to be just a poet. And yeah, I've always considered him to be a very awesome poet. Decent singer, I would say, but a much better poet. And yeah, I mean, this is definitely a collection that I would recommend to people, especially if you're a fan of the Doors or just a fan of that whole time period of music. And so, yeah, I guess as far as the rating goes, I definitely give this 5 stars. Yeah, because it's got all their hits on there. Then it's got a good mix of some of their lesser known songs too. So can't go wrong with that. That's how I feel. Yeah. So that'll do it for my review. My review of the very best of Doors. Thanks for watching. And as always, till next time, don't forget, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.